Palace of Dreams, written by Yusuf Ahmed, recited by Yusuf Ahmed. A sailor that knows no fear of the waves. His ship is a friend of the winds, known by all as the gracious Prince Nagam, which means in several languages music or tune. His kingdom being the waters. He sails upon the riches of the discoveries he made, the journeys he went through, yet he was only at the doorsteps of manhood, with honey-colored complexion, a body full of strength, eyes the color of autumn, that reflects his hunger for adventure. More was yet to come. He waited for the ship to unveil the face of horizon, yet his wait did not last long, as he moored alongside the shores of a beautiful island that had a sense of loneliness upon its features, and even a sense of charm. Prince Nagam left his ship and went on his own to quench his thirst of exploring its surroundings, leaving his crew, leaving his crew as thirsty as him. He dived deep and deep into the colorful paradise until his eyes were possessed by magic, with the sight of an endless garden surrounding a magnificent palace of blue marble. Guarding the gate was a figure, tall, muscular, in the color of the night, dressed in a cloak of gold, holding a sword, its blade shining like the moon. Prince Nagam approached at the gate, but not a step further he took that he found the silver blade amid at his heart. Prince Nagam looked at the guard and ready to draw his sword and engage under the power of the blade, but instead decided to wait and try the influence of wisdom and word first. A voice loud as the echoes of empty valleys demanding, "What is your need for stepping into this land?" "I came to discover the undiscovered," Prince Nagam proudly said. "Your doom may lie in the undiscovered," the guard warned. "Such doom, whether in sleep or in battle, shall come," Prince Nagam said. The guard lowered his sword. "That is destiny, you mean," the guard said. Prince Nagam nodded. "So, are you a friend of your destiny?" asked the guard wittingly. Prince Nagam smiled. "Destiny is not my enemy, I assure you," Prince Nagam said. The guard looked at the gate, then back at Prince Nagam, a cunning smile turning on his face. "Are you a dream seeker?" "I only seek to fulfill my destiny." The gate swung open, and a road leading to the shore was made at the same time. Prince Nagam looked at the gate and at the road, then returned to the guard. "What you are destined to be, you shall see," the guard said. Prince Nagam looked at the gate and road before turning his gaze to the guard and stepping forward towards the gate. "I choose what I am destined to be." Prince Nagam found himself surrounded with every meaning of beauty. Hundreds and hundreds of trees lying next to each other, bearing every kind of fruit there is. Each tree is circled with any kind of flower imaginable. Between every line of trees runs a river of honey, wine, and milk. As the wind carries the fragrance so pleasant and sweet, Prince Nagam stood still, murmuring words of praise and amazement. Moments later, he started taking several steps forward. Suddenly, the flowers began to grow taller and slowly turning into the most fairest of maidens. They all appeared carrying glasses filled with drinks from the rivers. "Drink, Nagam, drink," their whispers like music. Prince Naram obeyed, bewitched by their heavenly appearance. Drink after drink, the maidens encircled Prince Naram and held a firm grip on him. Surrender to your destiny, stay forever. Surrender, Naram, surrender. All these whispers clouded every part of his scene, with only the words echoing, surrender to your destiny, Naram. Despite all the pleasures he was in, Prince Naram felt a sense of uneasiness and captivity hover over him. He tried to release himself from the maiden grip. I choose my own destiny, Prince Naram breathed. I choose my own destiny, Prince Naram roared his voice. I choose my own destiny, Prince Naram shouted, yet the grip grew firmer and the whispers louder. Surrender to your destiny, Naram, surrender. I chose my own destiny, Prince Naram shouting. The grip grew harder and harder, but not enough for Prince Naram. He managed to draw his sword and slice through the maidens, aiming for the way to the palace. Soon after, all the flowers turned to maidens with devilish looks in their eyes, glasses in their hands, whispers in Prince Naram's ears. Surrender to your destiny, Naram, surrender. Prince Naram clenched to his sword and shouted, I chose my own destiny, I choose my own destiny. Prince Naram made his way through the seducing beauties and pleasures by his sword and courage until he became at the door of the palace. As he turned back, he became statued in wonder, for the garden returned to its former beauty, and not a moment passed that a voice, thunderous and horrific, growled in question. What is your need stepping at door of the Palace of Dreams? Prince Naram searched for the source of the voice, but in vain. So he addressed the sky with his eyes. To step into every unknown land, Prince Naram courageously shouted. Beware of what lies behind the horizon, the voice warned. What lies behind the horizon is my destiny, Prince Naram said. The door of the palace swung open at the same time the garden gate opened as well. The voice again warned, what you are destined to be, you shall see. I choose my own destiny, Prince Naram said as he took the steps leading inside the palace. Prince Naram entered into pure darkness. Strange noises circling around. Instantly, Prince Naram drew his sword, pointing at the oblivion. The moment he did it, light prevailed over all, and Prince Naram was drowning in a sea of gold, silver, and precious stones and jewels. Prince Naram was frozen in wonder. After some time, he was able to put his sword back and melt into the shining treasures. Not long after, that the light became blinding and binding, and the chaining whisper returned. Surrender to your destiny, Naram. Surrender. As soon as Prince Naram heard that, he sprang up and drew his sword, shining boldly. I chose my own destiny, Prince Naram shouted in a blazing roar about this. All returned to darkness, but Prince Naram was able to make his way in the light of his blade. Prince Naram kept walking in an endless path until his illuminating sword led him to two massive doors that opened at the arrival of Prince Naram. The doors were to a chamber of a grandeur appearance. In the middle were a group of men that looked like generals and warlords, gathered around a massive table. Once Prince Naram entered, all the men raised their heads and looked at him with respect and honor. One of them pointed to the table and addressed Prince Naram, saying, "Welcome, Prince Naram." Prince Naram approached the men and found a map spread over the table, his name engraved on every place of land and body of water. Prince Naram stood calmly, visioning every detail of what is presented upon him. "All of this yours," one of the generals said. "All in your hands," another one said. "Prince Naram, discoverer of all, surrender to your destiny, Naram, surrender." Prince Naram stared in shock and saw a gaze of captivity in their eyes, and that cursed saying beating in every corner, "Surrender to your destiny, Naram, surrender." "I choose my own destiny," Prince Naram roared as he drew out his sword and chopped off their heads in one strike. The last of the generals' heads did not fall before everything around Prince Naram had vanished, and he found himself on the shore before his ship. When Prince Naram got on board, his crew rushed to him with concern and curiosity. "Where have you been, Captain?" his first mate asked. Prince Naram looked at him, eyes full of answers, kept in silence. "We leave now," Prince Naram ordered firmly. The first mate was amazed and full of questions, but the firm order kept him silent for now. "To where shall we head, Captain?" Prince Naram directed his gaze to the openness. "To where my destiny lies."